I've been at my product design internship for 3 weeks now. If you're interested in the inside scoop, stay tuned and let's get to it. As I told you last week, every week I'm going to provide an update on my internship. I'm going to tell you what's going on with it. I'm going to give you a tip that I might have picked up from another intern or mentor. And then I'm going to let you know about a resource, maybe my favorite resource of the week. Week 3 of the internship was actually quite, not difficult, but it was very heavy. It was very module based, so we had to do a lot of readings, we had to watch a lot of videos, and then we had to work on a project where we had to create our own sign-up form for the app that we're designing. Now, creating the sign-up form wasn't actually the hard part. It's quite easy once you kind of get into the flow of things, but what really took up the most time was creating our individual design systems. So what's a design system? It's essentially you're kind of creating boundaries around what options you have when designing. We had to decide on what kinds of fonts we wanted to use up front. So were we just going to use one type of font for the whole project? Was there going to be different fonts for the body versus the headers? So we had to decide on that, and then we had to decide on what pixel sizes each of the types of fonts would be. So up for a button versus body text versus a subtitle, like we had to choose what sizes each thing had to be, and also had to base this off of design principles and best practices. And we also had to decide on colors, so we had to create our own color scheme and make sure that they were accessibility friendly as well as complementary. We also had to create a couple different component types, like buttons, the types of things that we wanted to have on each of the different pages. So pretty much the design system was basically us making all of the little parts, and then when we were finished all of that and we're making the actual page, we just had to kind of drag and drop pretty much. So that's what took really long, was all of the setup, all of the foundational work. It was just a lot to create for a first timer. I'd never made a design system before, but after making it, I definitely see the benefits of having one. My tip of the week is that when you are creating components, try to always create nested components. So essentially that means that your components are all linked in a certain way. So if you have a primary button like mine that is like a main orange color, but when you tap it, it changes to a lighter color, and then you have a secondary button that basically looks the same, except it's just a stroke outline as opposed to a complete fill. And then same thing, when you tap it, it changes color. Like, these are all similar looking buttons, they're just slightly different. And my suggestion would be to nest them and have them be instances of each other, so that if you change your mind about the button sizes, all you have to do is change the button size of the parent, and then all of the child components will change with it. Let's say my button is too narrow. I want it to be fatter. There we go. Everything got fatter. This is amazing. And if that made no sense, I'm actually making another video, which I will link to this one up here, and you can just click on that one. My resource recommendation of the week is to actually go onto the Figma YouTube channel and to look for a few of the office hour videos. They have a lot of different types, but just click on any single one of them and you're going to learn so many amazing hacks and tips and tricks. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. That is it for the video, you guys. I will see you next time. Bye!